Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, my name is Ashley and today I'm here to do my June wrap-up. So in the month of June, I didn't do an official TBR, but I did do a short. And in that video, I did a spinner wheel and I spun for 3 books to add to my TBR in addition to 2 that were already on the plan for the month. So I'm going to just very quickly go over those 5 books and some stats before we jump into a little bit more about each of the books. So officially there were 5 books on my TBR and I only completed 2 of those, though I did start all 3 of the other books. One of them I didn't really read all that much at all. I only read the first chapter and then I never picked it back up again. So I'm just going to reread the first chapter. So I'm not really counting that one as officially started, but the other 2, one I am about halfway through and the other I am about to finish. And then on top of those 5 books, I also finished 5 additional books. I actually read 10 books in the month of June, which is one of my highest months so far this year. If you see me looking down, it's because I have my little notebook here with all of the things written. 10 books, 7 of those I read for myself and 3 of those I read for my 9-year-old. We read out loud every day before bed and during school. So yeah, 3 of those were for her. Those I will not be rating throughout the video. So if the numbers aren't adding up to 10, that's usually the reason why. So again, I read 10 books and that was 2,570 pages. 3 of those books were adult, 5 were middle grade, and 2 of them were children's books, and 3 of the books were rereads. For the format, 5 of them were physical, 1 audio, 4 ebooks, which that is totally out of the ordinary for me, and 4 of those were graphic novels, which were the 4 ebooks. As for genres, I have 1 mystery, 4 realistic fiction or contemporary, 2 historical fiction, and 2 fantasy, and then to the star ratings. I had 1 and my very first 5-star read for the year of 2025. So if you've been following me for a while, you know that has eluded me for 6 months. 3 of them were 4 stars, 3 of them were 3 stars, and like I said, 3, the ones I read for my daughter, were not rated. I think that is all of the stats. Let's go ahead and get into the books that I read. So the first book that I'm very happy to say that I have finally completed is The Perfume Collector by Kathleen Tesoro. This one has been being read for most of the year so far, and I keep saying I'm gonna finish it and I don't. This is finally completed. This is a book that my friend picked out. We are doing a little swap between the 3 of us where we pick a book, give it to our friends, let them read it and annotate it, and then it'll be like a keepsake of our little friendship as we all move our separate ways after we all get done with the military. This was really fun and I actually really did enjoy this book, and this is the one that I rated 5 stars. I wasn't sure that it was going to give me that 5-star feeling, but even though I put this down for like 3 months and didn't pick it up, it was still a really good read and I really enjoyed it. So The Perfume Collector is about this woman. It takes place in dual timeline. The now timeline is taking place directly after World War II. This woman gets notification this woman that she doesn't know has died and left her entire estate to her. And she doesn't know why. And so she flies to France to meet with a lawyer and find out any information she can. The lawyer doesn't know anything. He's just like, this should be a quick thing. Sign the papers, you'll get all this money. And she's like, that's not good enough. So she's trying to figure out who this woman was, why she's giving her all this money and her estate after she passed, and how she was connected to her. In the back timeline, we have the woman's perspective and just kind of like her story, all the people that she met in her life, and the connection between the 2. I just really love this. I generally do like dual timeline stories, so this is a really good one. I highly recommend. The next book I do not have with me any longer because it was a library book and I've already returned it, but that was The Missing Half by Ashley Flowers. This was the June pick for the Sleep When I'm Dead book club. I was not sure that I was going to like this. I hear about Ashley Flowers quite often. Mystery thrillers are very hit or miss for me, and they gotta like really do it or they just really don't. And I'm happy to say that this one I rated 4.5 stars. I did enjoy this. I finished this like halfway through the month, kind of fuzzy on the details because it's been long enough. I want to say that it was the end that wrapped everything all together that really kind of clinched that star rating for me. I do feel like it was a little bit slow, and I think that was why there was a half-star drop in my rating that I gave, because other than the plot line, it was really good. It kept me guessing, and I could very much see some different paths of like what could have happened. Like if we find out certain details, it could definitely be this person, or if we find out certain details, it could definitely be that person. In the end, and the entire wrap-up, of course, was something completely different, and I like that I cannot figure out the story. So 4.5 stars, Ashley Flowers' first book. I'm hoping to read that one, and we'll see how it goes. The next books on my finished list is actually a graphic novel series called Click by Kayla Miller. There's, I want to say like 6 or 7 books in this series, but I have read the first 4 in the month of June. So that is Click, Camp, Act, and Clashed. And these are a middle grade graphic novel series. The first one takes place in school, the second one's at a summer camp, and then we come back into school with the other 2. The first and the second were rereads for me. I had thought I had actually read the third one. I don't have it marked as such, so I guess that was new to me. I read the 4th, and there's like a new one that just came out a couple weeks ago. Now I have to read all the other ones up to that point in order to be completed with the series, so I'm hoping to accomplish that soon. Click graphic novel. This is spelled C-L-I-C-K, but it really talks about the different cliques in school and how this one girl kind of fits into all the different cliques, and then when she needs to do a project, she can't really find someone to do the project with because she doesn't really fit in anywhere because she fits in everywhere. I rated that one 4 stars. I did really like that one. The second one, taking place at summer camp, was just okay. I felt it was a little exaggerated, so that one was only a 3-star. Act, the third one in the series, is back in school and she's running for student council, and that one I rated 3.5 stars. And then the 4th book is about a new girl at school and how the 2 of them clash with their different personalities. That one I rated 4 stars. I do really like this graphic novel series. I feel like it teaches some good moral lessons and it's pretty clean. The last book that I finished is It's a Love Story by Annabelle Monaghan. This is the second Annabelle Monaghan book that I've read. I read Summer Romance and I really enjoyed that book. I know I rated it at least a 4-star, maybe 4.5. This one I was really looking forward to and was very slightly disappointed at the beginning. I feel like the character, what's her name? Jane? I feel like her character of how she's presenting herself and being annoyed by other certain characters is a little forced and only presented so that it has a reason for second chance romance. Other than that though, once it really got into the meat of the story, I did enjoy this book, especially the love interest's family. I love them so much. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. And that this book made me laugh out loud like 4 times. I don't think I've ever laughed so much in a book. So I ended up rating this 3.5 stars. So as for the 2 books that I didn't finish, of course I have The Yada Yada Prayer Group Gets Down. You saw me read this in the 24-hour readathon vlog that I did, and I have not picked it up since then. So I am still about halfway through. I'm hoping to finish it soon. We'll see how that goes. I really want to like move on in this series. The other one that I ended up starting was A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and this is a reread for me. I have read the first 2 books in the series, but it was years ago, so I need to reread in order to read the last books in the series. And so I picked this up, let's see, it was probably like 2 or 3 days ago. This is July 1st that I'm filming this, and I am almost done. I would say I'm about 2/3 of the way through. This is about a girl doing a school project and hoping to find out what happened to this girl that disappeared. They all believe that she was murdered by another student, and she's hoping to find out what really happened, if that is true, not true, to prove innocence if needed. I should be hopefully finishing it today or tomorrow. So those are all the books that I read in the month of June. If you have read any of these books, please let me know in the comments down below what you thought of them. Thank you so much for being here and for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!